Kind of like a chicken and egg conversation there as well, right? Because if you look from the platform perspective, the
Totally.
platform was set to be free. And
Yeah.
there is the great quote, which is if the product is free, you're the product, right? So as consumers that are in the platform, we are the product. But because network effects are so powerful, that's kind of like we don't care, right? All my
Yeah.
friends are on TikTok, so I'm gonna be there, otherwise I'm left out. All my friends are on WhatsApp, Telegram, so they're gonna be there, otherwise I'm left out. All business are on LinkedIn, are gonna be there, or are gonna be left out. So you kind of don't have a choice as a consumer. And then from a brand perspective, there's so much power on just retargeting per se, right? Like
Yeah.
putting ads in front of people, understanding their behavior, which obviously is where the big platforms make the biggest amount of money. So it became like a kind of like a chicken and egg situation, right? Like one depends on the other, and everybody's extracting value, and then kind of like where do we go from here, right? And then we start looking into AI, obviously now accelerating and further accelerating the conversation around IP and data ownership and data collection, right? Every single website is changing their terms and conditions right now to say, hey, actually, we're going to use your personal data to train our models, right? But
Right.
we're just going to write that very small so nobody reads. So it feels that either there isn't a better way to do that, or it's mandatory that we change it now, right? So I think that's kind of like where we
Right.
guys are coming into it, isn't it?
Absolutely. So this is really that tipping point when we've got the chance to rebroker that negotiation as AI starts to become more powerful. And I think one of the unique factors of our model is that it uses AI and blockchain, and the blockchain to verify the data that's in the AI system. So everyone benefits from that, not least the trust that we've been talking about, but just from the fact that that data is verified and accurate, and the whole system then can work much more efficiently and effectively. So that not only builds trust, it actually builds a much more productivity and efficiency in the new platform model. So the absolute critical role is in the next 12 to 18 months in renegotiating that deal between the platform, the data, and the customer. And that's the exciting thing for what we're trying to do is we think that should be done in a way that's fair to all participants in the system rather than just to one part player. So, and then that's not even the platform or even the brand. It's the whole system can be designed in a way and designed even to do good. One of the powerful points of our system is because it's a blockchain, you can add sustainability data and product data passports to the system so that you can know that product has been produced in a sustainable way. And we can engage with those issues and purposes for good in rewarding behavior using the platform. So we can drive the right kind of sustainable behaviors. One of the partners we're talking to, we're very focused on fashion, is a designer of a t-shirt that's made and verified with completely free of slave labor. So that t-shirt, if you buy it, has not had any child labor or any form of forced labor used in making it. So that consumer decision can be rewarded by this platform. If you are loyal and repeat that purchase, we can actually then incentivize that behavior. So that really is a powerful force for not just building trust, but actually for even doing good more broadly, if the proceeds are shared fairly. And that's the critical point.
Alan, anything you want to add to that?
Yeah. The issue of fairness is really the core of our driving force. This is what's caused us to be upset to begin with and start looking for a solution and coming up with this business model laden with technology that actually solves the issue. The fairness appears in many, many ways. For example, influencers, big influencers, when they became powerful in that way on social platforms, started attracting brands and started attracting contracts, and were starting to get paid for their activity. And everybody essentially wants to get a piece of the action, but they couldn't. The millions of, call it smaller influencers, some of them very powerful, nevertheless having maybe a smaller following, never got a piece of it. It was, you had to be a big shot guy and you had to negotiate with the brand and call your shots. And it was a gruesome process, but nevertheless, some got through and were making money.